So what are we doing?
So I think we're just going to get in, be like, this is Producey, this is us, this is how we met, this is Clubby, and this is work in progress, da-da-da.
What's a tone?
Colloquial.
Okay. You've said that word in the correct context twice in the last 24 hours.
Nice shout. That's good. We vlog. Who leaves an open drink bottle on the fucking ground?
Hey man. Good morning. Good morning. This is Max.
Hey Max.
I'm making you one.
Yeah, I love it.
I actually am so excited, to be honest. Got big things happening this year, mate. We're obviously going to do the vlog. That's the worst coffee I've ever made, by the way. It looks terrible. Okay. Pretty good. When we were away for Christmas, there's this one song that came on randomly that I hadn't heard in like 10 years, but he absolutely loves it. Yeah, no, he loves it, man. He loves it. Yeah? Okay. We're just rolling up now to work. Head check. First day, few bodies in the gym, we like to say. Yeah, it's gonna be good. How are we, guys? Every morning this happens as well. This is my favourite person in the office. Yeah. You guys miss me?
Nice hat. Yeah, every morning we love you.
High protein peanut butter. We're healthy this year.
Yeah. No, you should be familiar with it. I've never been the talent. Do you want a coffee? I do. Do you want a coffee? I'll shout. I always shout. Zachy, you want a coffee? My shout, as always. Always shouting. My shout.
Sounds good, mate.
My shout. My shout, as always. I'm always shouting, boys. I'm like, my shout. I'm going to shout my mates a coffee. I'd been at the Storm for 3 years at the time, and I was probably ready to move on from there, like a bit of a change of pace, change of scenery. And I literally just emailed Dylan. I was like, hey mate, love what you guys are doing there. Be great to come in, check the space out, have a coffee or whatever. Funny story actually. So you know how good Dill is with his calendar? So it was me, Dill, Sam, Adam, all on Zoom. And I was like, you know, you get a bit nervous before a job interview. So I'm like, at home, got the laptop up. I was like, oh fuck, okay, here we go. Jumped into the meeting, a few minutes gone by, no one's jumping in. And I was like, fuck, okay, maybe they're running a bit late. Waited like 10 minutes, like no one joined. And I'm like, double check the dates. I'm like, this is when he said the meeting was, like, I haven't fucked up here. I messaged him, I was like, hey mate, like, you far off that interview? And he was just like, oh, nah, sorry man, thought this was tomorrow. I was like, you're kidding me, mate. And now that I know Dill quite well, that is, it's very Dill to do that. When I first came in, so we were out where the office is now, and we used to record the podcast, like Dill and Friends, we used to record that out on one of the desks. We used to have these little camcorders. Now we're in this big studio, but we used to have camcorders out in the open, so the sound quality was not as good, and we used to always have delivery drivers come up the stairs. So someone would be in the middle of telling this like deep story, and you just hear someone from Ozpost like, delivery! And you just feel like, oh, okay, shut up. Dill and I will sit down, go through, you know, list of guests who we could potentially get on. I'll just start researching them. If someone's been on a podcast 100 times, like we don't want to just tell the same story that's been told. Like we want to try come at it from a different angle, so.
Oh, this is a pre-planning meeting, always a bit of a tradition. We come down here and every time.
So we had Sam Walsh come in. You made a bit of a fool of yourself.
Moth goes to shake his hand, and he's got the camera, and while she's shaking Mon's hand.
Sorry, Sam.
They don't know.
No, Sam.
Oh, you've got it.
Let's just get deleted.
And then he backs out. Then he backs back. He backs back out of it and trips over a cord and then kicks over a drink bottle and spills like 2 litres of water. Second way back, so
This is a great start. Why was there an open bottle on the ground?
Have a towel.
No, but honestly, who leaves an open drink bottle on the fucking ground? Like,
I was like, well, if you want to leave, I'd understand.
actually the worst 30 seconds of my fucking life.
My old mate Christian came in.
We're vlogging. We vlog everything now too.
We vlog. I'm gonna go give my boy a hug, Darcy.
Hey, mate.
Oh.
You well?
How do you two know each other?
We used to play against each other.
So,
We used to post up against each other. And
who was better basketball?
Probably me. He was a fucking shifty point guard though.
Really?
Nifty as fuck.
Probably me.
Always got me in foul trouble because what he'd do is he'd get me on the fast break and then I'd be behind him and he'd pull up on me every time, so I'd be on his back.
I was this big, I had to do something.
We used to have
What do you
that
mean,
many
probably
rivalries.
me? You were like the best player in the state.
Yeah,
I was probably like, I was coming off the bench.
Probably me.
No, you weren't. You were starting.
Did you have Scott Pendlebury?
Guess who was our centre? Take a guess from Carlton.
Basketball.
Carlton.
Think
Pito.
Oh, Peter.
Pito was our coach.
It is a lot of fun. Like, we have that many people roll through the doors here. The last week, Chompers rolled in.
How'd you go?
Good. A lot of editing, I think, mate. A lot. Oh, what are you doing?
We're on the vlog.
The vlog. Oh, the blog. What are we blogging?
The vlog.
The vlog.
Yeah, it's a YouTube thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How'd you go in there?
Yeah, it was
You're
fine.
in our world now.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is the world. What is it? Vlogging, is it?
Vlogging.
Vlogging. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I've worked with a few vlogs, but I've never actually worked with a few vlogs.
How did BT go?
He's all right. He's
Yeah.
all right. He's got a. I've always sort of thought maybe just concentrate on getting the commentary right and then worry about the side
Like
shows.
talking and stuff.
But I think that's okay. Yeah, we're vlogging, Brian.
Continue, Tom.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
What did he ask you? Anything good?
Well, the one thing I learned from it is that Harrison doesn't like TV news.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't like TV news. Doesn't see the value in it. Wants to know why we're actually only concentrating on bad news.
We want good news.
Bad news sells, mate.
Bad news sells.
Bad news sells. Don't worry about that.
Okay. So your pod goes well.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You told me it was popular. Look at Brian looking up for his next cash.
Got the diary.
We worked at Bendigo Street down there, which was almost a slum.
Yeah.
And this takes me back, I've got to say.
It is a good balance that we have here. Like, I reckon people will see us on social media and it might look like all we do is just piss around and kick the footy in the office. But we work bloody hard, and there's a good crew here now that everyone knows what their role is and everyone's sort of working towards the same common goal. But yeah, there is that balance where we can play table tennis and, I can give Zach a bath on that table, and I haven't lost a game to Scott ever. It's fucking bullshit. It's not bullshit.
No, what we're actually doing, if you want to know. Did you want to know?
I do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got a drill to take that off. We're clearing this wall, and then we're going to get 2 felt boards, and then we're going to have like no, it's blue tacked.
Is it really?
Yeah. And then we're going to have 2 felt boards with, and start putting up photos of like all our drops, events coming up. We're going to print it off just so that we can actually visually see where it's going.
Timelines.
Yo, what's happening?
Just doing a bit of a tidy up.
Hey, are you breaking all that stuff up?
Yeah, we're breaking it all up. Where's Croc?
He'll be there. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Croc. This is my uncle. 10 tell the camera how long you've known me for, how long we've worked together, and how we know each other?
I've known him since he was about that bloody high. He was a useless bugger then, there's not much better now.
We used to do demolition together with
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah, bloody hell.
And we still do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, I project manage.
Have you seen Dill work this hard before? Or?
No, never. I'll have to put this in my book.
So I'm more of a project manager when it comes to this stuff, but Scott, you're doing a great job. Keep it up, man. Yeah, so Sam, you're
going to do anything?
No, I'm a project. Did you get that? Did you get that?
Keep standing back at me for like an extra response.
How did this all start?
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes.
Numbers First Radio, boys. We're ready to ride.
Something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind.